to Yoga with Sarah Ford, and today in our beginner series we are going to be doing the high crescent lunge. So we're going to jump right into it, getting into it from a mountain pose, standing position. Starting from the top of our mat, think about this mountain pose, our feet are directly beneath us. And from here, we're just going to shift our weight onto our right foot, step our left foot to the back. You can always have a chair, something nearby to find balance. And then thinking about our feet placement, so this is just like runner's lunge. Our torso is lifted up, so we still want to make sure that our knee is over our ankle and that it's directed outwards away from the big toe. And then thinking about this lengthening in the back of our leg, the support from the feet. We can relax it and make it more of a stretch by letting the heel go down a little bit, or for more activation in the legs, we're pressing through the toes, which gives us more activation in the legs and the glutes. And then thinking about our core and our spine lengthening. Core is pulled in and activated. Inhaling the arms up to the sky. And this completes our high crescent lunge. And so there's different modifications for this pose. A big one is the placement of this back foot. So for a little bit more stability and balance, you can step the foot closer to your front foot. That gives it a little bit more of an easy way to control the pose. For a little bit more difficult, it's stepping the foot farther back, so it's making the legs activate a little bit more. And then for more balance and stability, thinking about the central line where your foot is, the front foot is. To make it a little bit more challenging, we place this foot a little bit more closer to that center line, so it's kind of like a tightrope. And to make it a little bit easier to build up our balance, stepping a little bit closer to the outside of our mat. And that provides a little bit more balance and weight distribution throughout our pose. And so this strengthens our quads, it stretches our hip mobility, lengthens the back, and something to be mindful of with our arms raised is keeping this core engaged. I've been reading recently about how we sometimes tend to come into a mini back bend by pulling our heart forward and our spine starts to round, but for more stability and activation in our core, we want to make sure we're staying lengthened and upwards. So that is a high lunge. It's just runner's lunge, but with the arms lifted up. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I will see you again next week for a new pose. Try this pose out this week. See what it feels like. Maybe try transitioning from runner's lunge and finding that core strength to come into high lunge. I'm out of breath. As always, you can find me on Instagram with more day-to-day things going on in my life at Yoga with Sarah Ford. I also have online classes that I offer, which you can find in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share it with people, or add any suggestions or other poses you'd like me to cover that I haven't yet. And I'll see you again next week.